Hey, hello and welcome guys. In this video, I have made a device which will display your computer's current download speed and upload speed of internet and brightness level of the computer and usage of CPU and usage of memory and battery percent and time. Hello and welcome guys, welcome to Omega Electronics. So here is the programming part. So before programming, let's see or let's know how this project is working. So basically guys, we have two program. That first is Arduino program and the second is Python program. So the Python program will retrieve the data from the running processes of the computer and then send this data to the Arduino via serial port, and Arduino receives this data and then it will just print this data in the crystal display. So let's start the programming part. Okay, so we will see the program of Python first. So in the program I have used many libraries. Basically I'm using these libraries to make the project, and all these libraries have different uses. Like this first serial libraries, from the use of these serial libraries I will give access to the Python program to a specified port. Basically from the serial libraries I can communicate data between a device which is connected through via USB to the computer, or we can say that this serial libraries help to establish the serial communication between the computer and the device connected via serial port. Then the second is time. So basically guys, from the use of this time module, we can do various of tasks, but in my case I am just using it to hold the time for some seconds and also to get the current time. Okay, we will see that in later on. So after that, here is another modular library, that is speed test. So from the help of this speed test module, in my case I am just getting the uploading and downloading speed of my network. So you can use this speed test uh, different method for different purposes. So in my case just I'm getting the uploading and downloading speed of the internet, of my internet. Then another guys, here is a ps util library. Okay, so guys, this ps, from the help of this ps util library I will retrieve the data of running processes in my computer, or basically you can also say the utilization which is going on to my computer. That means I can get the CPU usage, the memory usage, my current battery percentage, and so on. Okay, then after that, here I have imported another library, that is screen brightness control. So guys, from the help of this screen brightness control library, I basically you can use this library for various of things, that to control the screen of the computer through the Python program. But in my case I am using this library to retrieve the data of the brightness in the my computer. Okay, so here is the basic explanation of this libraries. So now let's jump into the code. So at first I made variable as Arduino equals serial. So this dot serial method will take it will take three arguments. That first is the port number in which we have connected our Arduino Uno. So basically guys, you can get this port number in the Arduino program at tools. Then here I have not connected the Arduino in my computer, so that's why it is showing blank. So here it will display the port number, or you can go to the device manager and go to comp and comport section, from where you will get the port number in which your Arduino is connected. Then here is 9600. So guys, this is the baud rate or the speed through which our data will communicate with the computer. So then after that, here is timeout equals 1. So basically guys, this timeout, from this timeout, we will limit the time, we will provide this function a time limit within it has to be called. So in my case, I have 1 second. So within 1 second, this function has to be called. Then after that, here I have taken a sleep of 4 seconds. That means my Python program will stop or hold for 4 seconds. Then a variable test equals speed test dot speed test. So basically guys, this speed test, this is a class which will this is a class which will help which will help this test variables to perform the operations testing operations related speed or another thing. And then after that, here best, a variable best equals test dot best server. So guys, this get best server. So from this method, what I am getting, that it basically uses the ping of the network to get the best server near you or in your country. Then after that, here I have using a while loop or infinite loop that is going down to the program. So here I made two variables, that is first downloading speed and uploading speed. So this downloading speed equals test dot download. So from this we will get the value in bits per second. If you run this program, you will get the current speed of your current downloading speed of your computer, but it is in the bits per second. In order to convert this bits per second into MB per second or M bits per second, we have to double divide we have to divide 1024 two times from this speed to get to get MB per second. So basically from this dot upload function function, we will get the uploading speed of the computer. Okay, and from this download function we will get the downloading speed of the computer. So after that, here you can see, after when we had from here we have converted it into MB per second. So if you want to convert in the KB per second, then you will divide this downloading speed, which is in bits per second, into divided by 1024. So it will provide the values in kilobits per second or KB per second. So in my case here I have I want in mbits per second. So here is uploading speed and downloading speed. So here you can see, after that I had converted. So basically guys, this will give you value in a string, in a float number. So basically it will provide you in the value in the float number. So after that we will convert this float into an integer, as we can also display a float number in the crystal display of the Arduino, but it is too small. Only 16 characters can be displayed on the crystal display of Arduino. Then after that I have converted this value into a string. So why we have converted this value into a string? Because guys, we will encode this value into a UTF format, that is Unicode transformation format. So basically we will convert this string and then encode it and then send to the port, and Arduino have a data type. So here I can show you here. Arduino has a data type val, which has data type string. So here both have as data type as string. So basically I've using here string because in string we can use lots of operations. So here I've converted that in string. But now you will notice that the downloaded speed and uploading speed are converted into mbits per second. So now I had made a string, and now I will store a string in this downloading speed. That speed d. So this d is the refers to the downloading speed of the network, equals download, then mbits per second. Then uploading speed equals uploading plus mbits per second. So normal operations, arithmetic add operation between the strings. So then after that, from here here I have made a variable as battery equals psutil dot sensor battery. So from this dot sensor battery, so from it is basically a method which have various, so it has various you can say. So basically this sensor battery, it will provide the various information about the battery, that its percentage will show you, and the minimum time that your computer will survive, this type of thing it will show you. Then after that, here is oh, here you can see a dot percent is used. So guys, dot percent we have used because guys we want to retrieve the data of basically we want to retrieve the percentage of the battery of my laptop. Okay, then battery percent equals battery. So here you can see I have converted this battery, which is in which will be initially which will be in the integer format into a string format. Now I'm operating string formats. So this battery equals this plus, so basically it will print like battery equals suppose 10%, like that it will display. Then after that, here is then here I want to retrieve the data of the CPU usage, my current CPU usage. So CPU equals psutil dot CPU percent. So basically guys, this CPU percent will return a float representing the current system of CPU utilization or percentage. Okay, so here you have seen that it will give the data in the form of float, but we don't want to get in the float, so we will also convert this into a string, so that we could display it in the crystal display. So after that, like that, here in this CPU usage variable, I will store a string as CPU usage current CPU usage in percent format. Okay, or like that. Then a variable memory equals psutil dot virtual memory dot percent. So basically it will also display the current percent of your computer memory usage. Then a variable as memory usage equals memory equals the memory in the string format plus the modulo sign or the percent sign. Then after that, here is variable as brightness level equals brightness plus string. So here you can see we have imported this library as HC. We have here, you can see we have imported here screen import screen brightness control as sc. So in order to use that big name, we are using here sc dot get brightness. So from this get brightness function or method, uh, I will get the current level of my computer brightness, then modulo or percent sign. So basically guys, then after that here time equals time dot strf time. So it will provide it in a string format, that modulo h, that means the hour, then the minute, then the second, then the am or pm. It will display, it will store it in the time capital T. Okay, it's a case sensitive, so here I've used capital T. Then after that, now it's time to send this data in the Arduino board. So I will explain one or two only. Okay, Arduino.write. Arduino is the object which we have made earlier here, which have the comport and the speed and the timeout. So Arduino.write downloading speed dot encode UTF-8. So we are encoding the string value into a UTF-8, because UTF is universal transformation format, universal transformation format. Okay, so basically it is a type, basically it is like basically it is like a language converter that will convert all of our string data into numbers or machine language, and then this machine language is sent to the Arduino board. Then after that, here you can see download speed dot encode UTF-8. So basically it will encode the string in the form of UTF-8. Okay, in the form of machine language or anything that Arduino understand. Then a delay of 5 seconds, delay, or you can say the program will stop for 5 seconds, then it will restart from here. Okay, so here it will send the uploading speed, then the brightness level, then CPU usage, and finally it will send the time. So here is the program of Arduino here is the program of Python have completed. So now it's time to see the program of Arduino. So here guys, so here's our program of Arduino. So it's basically a type of C programming language or C++ like thing. So pretty easy to at first I had using here a data type which is string as val. So here the val variable will store only the string values. Then after that I have included a libraries which is liquid. So here I have included two libraries. First is liquid crystal i2c.h. So i2c guys, so I will show you where I have kept it. So guys, in order to use this chip, that is I squared C. So basically we use this module to help our connection easy. So it help us basically here you can see 16 pins are coming from this crystal display. In order to lower down any connection mistakes, we use this types of, you can see modules I2C. So to To use this I2C module in Arduino, we will use this header file, or you can see library, as liquid crystal I2C.h. Then y.h, it is basic. If you are using this I2C or I2C with Arduino, then you have to import this to header file. Then after that, here liquid crystal I2C, then LCD, it is basically a function. It will take three parameters. First is 0x 27, so I don't know what it is. Then after that, here 16 2. So basically it is 16:2. So this liquid crystal has, it will store 16 characters like this and 2 lines only, so that's why it is known as 16:2. So here I've written the LEDs are also come for 14:3 and many more combinations. So here in the comment, the pin connection has given, that is the SDA pin is connected to the A4 number pin, and the SCL is connected to A5 or analog pin number 5. Then in the void setup, where we put the code which we have to run once. So basically guys, here what I've done, basically here I have started the serial communication from this serial.begin command. Then from this pin mode function, I want this 6 number pin as output. So now I basically by mistake I define a pin as output. In the testing part I was using a LED, but not in the project. So here I have defined as 9600. So it is the speed through which the data will communicate between the laptop and the Python program, or the computer. So here in the Python program, you could see okay, here you can see here is the speed as 9600. So we have to mention the same speed. We can also use here speed as 1,15,200, but Arduino works well on this speed. Then LCD dot init. So basically guys, this init is initialization. So basically from this LCD dot init we will initialize the LCD. Then LCD dot backlight. Backlight refers to guys the green light when this liquid crystal get power, it glows. Basically it green LED will glow. So if we don't want to glow that green backup LED, we will not define this function LCD dot backlight on backlight. Okay, so if we will not use this function, the backlight of this LCD will remain off. Then in the void loop section, what I have done, okay, so in the void loop section, LCD dot set cursor. So basically here you can see it has 2 lines now. So if you want to use the first line, then here we have, okay, nothing. So here we have used 0. 0 refers to the first line, and then also 0. Then it refers to the first character. Okay, so from the first character we will start the printing. It will print computer status. Above here in the working also you can see that here it was printing computer status. Then if the serial dot available, here is condition statement is used. If serial dot available equals 1, that means if there is any serial communication, or if any data is coming in the serial port of Arduino, if any communication of data is done between Arduino and other modules, in the Python program, then this val, which will store string values, will store serial dot read string. So all the string which are readed in the serial monitor, so not in the serial which come in the serial of Arduino, which will be stored in this val variable. Then a delay of 100, then here a delay of 100 millisecond. Then after that, here is another conditional statement, that is if val is not equals -1. So I don't know why that my Arduino have come inside this conditional statement where serial dot available equals 1, and it's printing -1 -1 -1. So guys, in order to get out of that situation, I have used here another conditional statement as if val is not equal to -1. So then it will come inside this conditional statement as it will set cursor as 0 comma 1, that is it will set cursor in the one column. The first is 0, you can also say it 0 indexed. First is 0 and the second one is 1. Then after that, it will print in the LCD that the values or the datas or the string which are coming from the Arduino program. Then a delay of 3000 millisecond, or you can say it's 3 seconds. Then after that, here the first conditional statement has, it is the first conditional statement, or what, it is the void loop. It's the first conditional statement in which the serial dot available. So if the values is not equals -1, then if the value which is coming in the serial is -1, then it will get a delay of 200 millisecond. Then it will clear the LED, or it will remove all the characters which are related in the LED from this .clear command. So here is the full program of the Arduino on Python completed. Hope you like this video. Give a like button if you like this video. Thanks for watching.